Okay, I wanted to go through today one of the ways that we drill our moves in class, because I think it's one thing to learn the moves, but it's another thing to get them ready to use in sparring, and there can't be a disconnect in between the two. So in our classes we do a lot of drilling. Alright, so if I'm with Mark, he's on his back, we're going to work on 3 offensive options from top side control, but we're going to base it on what he does. So rather than me trying to force my technique on him, he's basically going to give it to me, right? So what happens is from the bottom, guys usually do 1 of 3 things. If I have side control, he'll go for an underhook with this arm. Good defensive measure. Second thing is he can go for a cross face. So he uses the same arm to kind of push my face away and make it hard for me to drop weight on him. A third type of opponent may not do anything. He just gets really tight and he keeps his elbows in tight and he keeps his fingers up by his face and he doesn't give me much of anything to work with. Okay, no chokes, no arms. So trying to figure out a way to deal with each one of these. Okay, first one is this. If he's got that underhook, very common way for him to try to move out of this position is to turn towards me to shrimp out and regain guard. Okay, what we're going to do here is a Darce choke or Bravo choke. Go under, through, catch the neck, slide the arm. So the purpose of this video is not to teach you the Darce choke or any of these techniques necessarily. You can find those 1,000 other places on YouTube, but to show you a good way to drill it. Second one is if he's got that cross face going on. Okay? We're here. Okay, I'm going to use this gap, and I'm going to slide that hand through, make a big wide circle, go around his neck, and go to reverse arm triangle. Pull this in as tight as you can. Get into this position, stack my body onto his neck, and just shrink. Okay? Get the tap from there. This third option is if he's not giving us much. He's just kind of stalling and waiting to see what happens. Okay? So he's playing a real conservative game. His hands are in, his elbows are in. Okay? What I'm going to do from here, in this position, is I'm going to bring my hip forward and drop it down on this inside arm to try to get his hand away from his neck. Okay? When I feel I have that, this hand shoots under his neck, almost feel like a guillotine. Swing the arm back, go to the Marcelo Garcia north-south. Work to finish from there. Okay, so quickly, those are just 3 options from top side control. But now how do we drill them? What we do is we find a partner who knows how to give limited resistance. So if I'm with Mark, we may start like this. We'll put the timer on for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. And me on the bottom, I'll kind of just cue him. And it's up to me how I get tapped. And we'll drill that way for as long as we need to until the techniques become second nature. So again, if you go into a class and you're just working some techniques and then at the end you just spar, there's no connection between the two. So for that reason, we do a lot of live drilling in just that manner.